Welcome everybody back to EVO Japan for some Street Fighter V action. I'm James Chen, flipping some tables here.
Yeah, Logan Sama, really happy to be here again at EVO Japan 2020 this time.
That's right.
Crazy to say 2020 in events, right? Isn't it?
It does sound weird, doesn't it? It's like
so we should all be playing like floating chairs and
we should be in
using
rocket
our
backpacks
minds and stuff. I'm still getting used to it, but yeah, the action's been thick and fast today. There's been so many entrants. It's crazy, right? Because we're in round one now, and I just did the numbers. I think we've got like 10 matches to go until we get to round 2, which will be tomorrow. Round 2's 384 players. That's like a big size premiere on its own, right?
Yeah.
And everyone in that round 2 will have got through a pool of at least 12 players already. Right. Huge attendance here, as always, at EVO Japan.
It's exciting because obviously Japan is one of the hotbeds for Street Fighters where everybody's playing, and you know, to have these events like this in Japan, to have something the size and reputation of EVO so that everybody wants to come out here to play, we really get to see the kind of talent that is on display. And
that's one of the cool things. I mean, you can look at the attendees here, and you haven't got a lot of the notable Western players that they haven't flown out for this. Europeans are pretty. I think it's only Mr. Crimson that's here. I don't know if there's even any American players here. Certainly none of the top ranked ones who are in attendance. But it allows us to focus. Oh, sorry, Shine and Mojo here, Joey, as he's now called.
Yeah, of course, of course.
But it allows us to focus, as we always are able to do at these events, at some of the killers that are here in Japan that are not able to travel. So, you know, some of those salary men.
Exactly.
It's really hard to get time off and fly out, you know, for the 4 or 5 days it takes to get to a Western event. And they come here and represent every single year. Right about now, are these names correct? It's Ren and Matatabi?
I'm really excited to see this because, I mean, look, Honda's a character that's brand new. You know, we haven't seen as much of him. He's only been around for about half a year. But I feel like this character has so much potential right here. Not going to be one of the absolute best, but
he's one of those characters actually very similar to Poison, in which the addition of the V skill 2 really added depth to the character and fleshed them out as a real character, a proper full character. And I've really enjoyed the character selection today. We've seen there we go, strings into EX Butt Slam. We've all seen that online already.
Look, EX Butt Slam is one of the most just do it moves in existence right now. Such a good attack. And that too, that neutral jumping heavy punch has been such a crucial thing. Yeah. And you know, it's like you're saying, it's cool. We haven't seen a lot of these characters yet, but I really do feel like V skill 2, as you were talking about, one of the best new V skills in the season.
Chun-Li, a character a lot of people are looking at as well. We saw Fujimura earlier on the stream using her. I know Takedo's been putting some work into Chun, but I think he's focusing more on Urien. But it's definitely a character that's received a lot of very good quality of life improvements, and we're going to be seeing lots of Chun again in this Season 5 of Street Fighter V.
The mix-up. Oh no! Not quite dead yet, but there you go. That is catching the reversal. So there you go, Honda with the comeback. But I saw your tweet about that Fujimura hit standing heavy punch. What you said, like 900 times or something?
Yeah, definitely abusing that button a lot. Not so much in this matchup, though. Honda's got some really good normals in neutral.
Yeah, he's just, the damage output that he can put out is so scary, especially once this gets this V skill 2 active, because now he can cancel any normal. Ooh, what the heck? We're just going for the command throw randomly.
Yeah, that down forward roundhouse, such great range, and it allows him to cancel into the hands of B+ from almost half screen away.
Yeah,
really strong. One of the reasons why I said that V skill 2 has definitely given him some real quality of life changes and made the character more fleshed out.
And really pulls his hurt box back as well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, but actually that was a cross-up.
So that's -2.
Yeah, that should have been Chun-Li's turn, but yeah, he tried to get away from the unblockable. At that point, at the last second, you might as well just take the unblockable because it scales the damage pretty deeply. Trying to jump at the last second just means she gets bigger damage off of that. Oh, what the heck?
I don't know if that was maybe a medium headbutt, but it certainly wasn't what Matatabi intended to happen.
There we go. Goes in for the throw. Like I said, a lot of people have picked Chun-Li to be one of the, you know, big winners of the season so far.
Yeah, she's just some really good quality buffs to her. The low forward, cancelable into a knockdown for good Oki.
Yeah.
The true tick throw off the medium punch. It's things that are, like, on paper are not incredible changes that will make her catapult up, but they just kind of doubled down on her strengths already, right? And she almost has that carrying kind of confirmable low forward in the neutral. Well, I suppose Chun-Li in Third Strike is like the famous low forward confirmable character before any of these newfangled Tenkos are flying around.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because, you know, you get that low crouching medium kick into lightning kick and you get knocked down now, and it's just, you don't think it would be mean that much, but getting knockdowns in this game is one of the, you know,
especially if they're into looping Oki, and that's what she does get.
All right, here we go. Ooh, missed with that forward, with the forward floating neutral jump heavy punch. Wow, that was way too long to say. Never mind. All right, there you go. And that's another beautiful thing about Honda, too. When you cancel into the hands like that, when you hit someone out of the air by accident, the hands keep going and will meaty the person on landing as well.
Yeah, so if they're, you know, if they have a DP or something, like they can mash that out. But someone like Chun-Li's not going to have charge.
Oh, here we go. Knockdown. Oh, he tried to get stun. Not quite. Matsutabe with a tiny bit of life left.
Yo, if in doubt, EX butt slam it out. And it is set point to Matsutabe.
Oh, man.
As we close out the day here, day 1, EVO Japan 2020 Street Fighter 5. Look at the damage off that.
Oh, God. And that's, like you said, good buttons on Honda. You would think someone like Chun-Li would outclass Honda in neutral. Probably does, to be honest with you, but Honda's just got some really interesting options like these hands and EX butt slam. If you block that EX butt slam from the front, he's +5. You've got to hold that. Oh,
yeah, I mean, it's fine if you've got room to sort of backdash away or walk out, but when you're in the corner and you take that pressure, there's no, you have to eat all that chip. He's so good as well at throwing that out.
No!
Not even the EX that time. He's so good at throwing out the hands to build up chip, but also EX meter as well.
Honda's one of those characters that makes you happy that there is no chip death in this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Matsutabe advances, and I believe that was a qualification match. Pretty much all of these matches we're going to see now are qualification matches. We are right at the end of the day. Pretty much all of the pools, you know, we're going to be seeing in winners finals and losers semis, and that's pretty much all we're going to be seeing now as we close out the day and get down to the last 384 or whatever it is.
And you know, you had mentioned it, but it's really cool because we have the potential to see some of these new players out here really kind of making a name for themselves. And you know, to place really high at an event like EVO Japan really will put you on the map, you know, and people will start looking at you as well.
Especially in Japan, because obviously I think everyone who finishes top 8 gets the license as well still. Is that the case? I'm not sure if that's still definitely the case, but it definitely puts you in the running for that, and that license is so important for the players that want to be traveling and going around the world and getting that support from sponsors.
But it looks like coming up next, we're going to get Torija from Japan and Kona from Japan. As you mentioned, most of these players that we're going to see up here are from Japan.
I say that, and I don't know any of these two, but the next name, I recognize the next name. We've got Kempi up after this. Oh, he's in losers, unfortunately, but let's go into this one. Torija and Kona, two players I don't know anything about, so it's going to be exciting to see who comes up on the screen. I've been really impressed by the character variety we've seen as well, and not just, you know, sort of casual players that are turning up and they like playing Ed or, you know, they've got a pocket or, you know, Alex or whatever. They're all proficient players. Everyone I've seen on stream pretty much so far today, regardless of whether they've been using sort of top tier characters, Rashids and Ibukis and Chuns, or they've been using the more obscure characters like Eds and Fangs. They have looked very proficient, and it's a new meta. It's really exciting to watch.
And to be honest, Street Fighter 5 has been like this for a long time. Like, you can go to any tournament, and as long as, if you don't know the name of your opponent, you cannot assume anything. You have to be on your guard, because these people can just come out of nowhere and body you with these characters. You know, as much as you're mentioning like Fang and Ed, if they're playing them, like at this point, like, you know that they're like, the casual players have kind of left Ed, you know, left Fang at this point in time. But if you see someone entering a tournament with these characters, you really gotta be wary.
I mean, if you put the work in online to get to like Ultimate Grandmaster with Fang, you know the situations. You're really well aware of these matchups that you have to struggle in, right? But do you know the matchup from the other side? And, you know, 4 or 5 years into the game, people still do not know frame data for Fang. They still don't know answers for a lot of his stuff. You know, yes, there are situations where you have to guess on side switch. Yes, you have to just block. But there's, you know, there's characters that previously we've been able to kind of just forget because they almost don't exist, right?
Are you serious? This is the match?
Yes! Oh my god, it's the best!
It's like the two characters we named. I can't believe this.
You know what? I only said that because I saw this matchup earlier on today.
Okay.
Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition, the only time you will get to see Ed versus Fang on stream twice in one day.
What number should I pick on the lottery, Logan? Just give me the numbers right now. I swear I'll give you half of it
37.
if I win $1 million.
It's all, come on, we're at EVO. It's got to be 37. Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
So here we go.
Oh my gosh. Yep, getting right under there. And you know, Fang, one of those characters that, you know, I always say this. I mean, people know this now. He always seems like he's kind of like a defensive character, but he really is. He can rush you down really effectively.
Yeah, especially if you don't have a 3-frame that Ed does. And especially if you don't know what's going on because your Elo is going to be punishable.
Fortunately for Fang, that, you know, Ed's 3-frame button is very short-ranged, but still having it is going to let him take care of a lot of things.
Toria using V-School 1, which I guess is a okay answer to some of the projectiles, but it is pretty slow.
Here we go. Good damage off of that, but it's got a little bit more to go.
Which is an interesting one for Fang. It's like a parry, and it's kind of very temperamental. I don't think it's very reliable. I've spoken to a lot of Fang players and not hugely enamored. He's going to catch him with the V-skill, the air V-skill, and closes it out.
That was very odd because that V-trigger was just coming right at him, and Kona still decided to throw the fireballs, and he was definitely going to eat that. Okay, here we go. Plus, plus again, and that's the thing, right? Against Fang, you just have to know all these things are in his favor.
Yeah, it's free reversal, not fantastically useful, but I don't think Fang gets a huge punish. As I said, he has got a 3-frame, so...
Oh, there we go, gets him thrown in the corner there, yep. He definitely has a lot more frame advantage after throws than he did.
Nice, gets the shimmy.
And a regular throw, not even have to worry about stun, it's just death. Oh, he did the Ed. That is what Eds do. And an interesting choice right there. Maybe Kona was just wanting to switch sides and get out of the corner, so that's why he decided to go for that double mix-up, right? The command dash mix-up. But didn't work out.
Well, he needed to make a big comeback, right?
Yeah.
Fang's damage output's not tremendously high, so he is generally about mix-ups. He needs that 50-50 side switch. He needs to reset the damage on you. But it wasn't enough in that instance. We're going to see a character change. I wonder who Kona's got in the pocket.
I know, right? I mean, if it was... Oh, no, it's going to stick with that, but maybe change some of his decisions here.
Yeah, he's gone back to V-Skill 1. Yeah, I didn't even see him. He might have done, but I don't think I saw him use V-Skill 2.
That's right. Let's see there. Set coming soon, next month.
Yeah, that character looks so hype.
I can't believe I'm excited for Seth, but that's another story. Let's go. Yep, just hiding right under there is going to be able to combo off that. Other side.
Yeah, respecting those plus frames.
Yeah, losing a little bit of health from that poison as well. Oh, interesting choice right there.
Yeah, that roundhouse on block -4, but not a really big punish again. Fang doesn't really get very good light punishes.
No. I think you can combo into the light sleeves now, but it doesn't knock down anymore, so.
Has to activate.
Oh, here comes the V-trigger from Ed now. Now you got to deal with this mix-up. He actually got nicked by the V-trigger, so he was in block stun, couldn't get tossed in that situation. But Torija right now, very close to taking it. Yep, just needs one little poke.
Yeah, Kona not really able to get the offense running. Not able to put the poison down as well, so there's not much damage ticking off of Toria either. Toria very... Oh, again, he's caught.
And you saw the screen shake there, a little bit more of a visual confirmation to get the good hit. Chase him down. Oh no! Actually, the jumping heavy kick from Fang
what
taking
side
him.
is he on? There we go.
Yep, one more mix-up. No,
he went for the tick into the stun.
But it was too fast.
Yes!
I And again, here comes that V-trigger, but
no punish.
is able to block it in time.
Frame gets caught low into the CA, and that's going to be it.
And there you have it. Torija gonna go up 2-0 over Kona. And there you go. Torija advances forward. As you mentioned, that was on the winner's side.
Yep.
So there you go. Torija taking that Ed a little further into the bracket. So good job to him. Really excited to see how he's going to continue forward.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more Eds this season. He's a character that's benefited from just some stability buffs as well. I like his new V-skill, actually. I think his V-skill is very good against projectile characters.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Projectile
and he gets some really cool juggles off that V-skill as well. So he can actually build V-gauge pretty reliably. Which allows him to use that, get to that V-Trigger 2, which I think is probably his best one. And we saw Torija using V-Trigger 1, but I like V-Trigger 2 a lot. But I think we're going to see a lot more Eds. He gets the reliability of that low forward cancel into and a buff on the flicker jab as well, which is really useful for him as well. So I think it's like those little kind of tiny tweaks that just make the character reward you a bit more for playing well. And I like a lot of those changes that they've made for these characters. It's definitely lifted a few of these characters up a little bit, but not made them like ridiculous top tiers.
And that's what makes me so excited about this season right now. I mean, there's so much, and that's why this event here is like the first huge event with all these strong players here. You know, we've been theorizing about all these things. We've seen the Ibukis trying the new, you know, Caltrops V-skill and all this stuff like that. So
I'm glad that you used the right terms. I thought I was the only person that knew what they were.
Yeah, right. And it's just it's now we get to see how it all plays out, right?
Yes.
Like I was even saying that, you know, a lot of people talk about Rashid V-skill 2. I bet you at the highest levels that they're still going to use V-skill 1.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. You're giving up a lot with the whirlwind cancel, the whirlwind pressure of that, and of course the mid-screen conversions from the crush counter.
Yes.
So that V-skill 1 is still very, very strong, but that V-skill 2, very, very difficult to deal with, very frustrating to deal with. But speaking of hype, I am hyped right now because it is the Lord Kenpi after an incredible performance. Obviously, I was in Japan only a few weeks ago for Rebel Kumite.
Oh, that's
where
right.
they were playing on Champion Edition, but this, of course, is the first open tournament we've seen since the last chance qualifier for that
shout
Rebel
out to you guys at the Rebel Kumite too, because that event was amazing. Dude.
Oh, the production quality was
so
amazing.
Good.
You know, I mean, you've done enough work with Red Bull in the States, right? You know just how good their production quality is, and you know the pageantry of the cage and everything.
Dude, I love the tokens and all that stuff that they did, and you put the token in the samurai hat that was won. Fujimura, it was Fujimura who won that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Beat Infectious in the grand finals. Shout out to 801 Strider as well. We had a great showing.
The lack of high five from Infectious, that was great. I loved that.
Stone Cold, the Terminator, the machine.
But
as I say, Kenpi put in a really good performance in the last chance qualifier.
And you can see all the sponsors here that are able to make this EVO Japan event happen. You know, give them all shout outs, especially to Nissin as well for the cup noodles.
I actually tried to make sure that I was ready for my experience here, and I went to my local supermarket in London, and they actually stock Nissin cup noodles. So
okay.
You know, I had a bit of the teriyaki beef, tonkatsu pork, I think it was.
Well, I mean, here we go. So, I mean, obviously you are a Ken player.
Yeah.
And, you know, how do you feel about him this season?
He's definitely improved. Again, it's just little tweaks that make him a little bit more reliable. The pushback on crouch and medium punch has kind of been reeled in so that he's not going to lose combos for counter hits. His target combos are a bit more reliable, better ranges. That low forward, getting extra plus frames on hit, means the low forward fireball works a little bit more reliably as well. I don't really see a huge amount of use. I think V-Trigger 1, V-Skill 1 is going to be mainly what you're going to see from Ken. But I want to talk about Jury because she has definitely benefited this season.
I mean, again, you know, we talked about Ed versus Fang, but how many times have we seen Ken versus Jury here?
Definitely not
so
many
very
at all,
exciting here. And, you know, he's still going with V-Skill 1 with Jury, but that's obviously because then it helps go through the fireball.
Yeah, the projectiles, it's very useful for that.
I'm going to punish that. Here we go.
I think the V-Trigger 1 it's still by far and beyond the #1 choice for her as well. Jumps in with that V-Trigger Tatsu, plus frames, gets the knockdown,
and now
jump
throw into the corner, but Here we go, the activation.
And that's a buff as well for the second hit. So she gets better V-trigger activations.
Oh, the time!
Just too late. But no, that wasn't
we were talking about that he had forgotten that she had it charged up. And that's always kind of the nice thing of Juri's, V-skill, is that sometimes you just forget that it's there.
Well, that's another change in Champion Edition, right? So you don't have to, you don't have to remember, because you can see in the bottom corner.
That's true. You can see the
V-skill should
symbol.
be flashing. If it's active, if the buff is active, the V-skill will be flashing. So if you forget in the moment, in the heat of battle, you can see there's a crush counter.
Yep. Gets a small amount of damage, but gets the mix-up afterwards.
Yeah, she gets decent Oki as well.
I'm really excited to see both of these characters and see how well they perform in the season. There we go, gets the shimmy towards the corner. It has the double light punch right there to cover both wake-ups. And now activation. Yep, you can see the V-skill 1 on Juri's side glowing right there.
Nice spacing on that step kick. Nice. That was a legit punish.
Ooh.
No flinching, but ready with the anti-air. The throw will take it, and it does.
Yeah, that was beautiful from Kenpi, because when he had, Kyopi in the corner, you saw right there his uppercut was able to catch her before she could get the cross-up. So he had backed himself up just out of range to make sure that Kyopi couldn't get behind him on that jump. Sometimes when you get your opponent in the corner, you want to press too hard against them. But if you back up a little bit, you can oftentimes give them rope to hang themselves. Nice catch on the shimmy with the crouching medium kick.
That time was ready, and there's the juggle. Catch is Kenpi walking back. And then backs off. V-skills up.
Yeah.
And that is active. No fireballs allowed for you. Oh, no cancel off that low forward.
Oh, no, he's gonna drop combo. He's gonna get crush countered here. And now towards the corner here. Has the setup for the perfect meaty. The frame kills.
Kenpi blocking it out because he wants that V-gauge. He's got it now.
Oh,
there we go.
That should do it right there. And again, that's the second time we've seen that from Kenpi. Reading the shimmy and going with the crouching medium kick. That's, sometimes it looks almost kind of like, whoa, he's just crouching medium kick. But if you read
that's the mix-up, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And realistically, playing against Ken, it's been 5 seasons now. If Ken has got V-trigger and you're looking to bait the DP, you need to be watching your ankles, because that low forward fireball activation, it's actually way more reliable now as well. It works from further away because of the extra hit advantage off low forward.
And it's very confirmable too. His crouching medium kick is one of the more confirmable ones.
Oh yeah, he's got loads of cancel. He's over 17, I think it might be 18 frames. It's a big cancel window. But that you can just throw it out and get your plus frames anyway. So.
Nice throw tag.
Nice punish.
Goes for the sweep. Oh, speaking of, look at these guys. They're sweeping at each other all day.
Okay, here we go. Oki looking for a frame trap.
Yeah, see, this time he did not walk back, and that's what got Kyopi to be able to jump over him, cause that uppercut to go the wrong way. So now Kenpi's in the corner, but look at this. Kenpi's been ready for that light pinwheel kick and has had the maximum punish every single time. Okay, here we go. Activation, and
Kenpi doesn't want to, he wants to save that V-gauge and activate. He's not going to be V-reverse lit.
And one of the things that I've noticed from Kyopi, he's really gone for the shimmy a lot. He's paid for it a couple of times. He's really got to actually get the throw.
Kyopi needs to be a little bit more aware as well, because you can't... So if Juri throws out that low fireball, that low Fujin, you can't jump back at that range. She can chase you down and anti-air you with pinwheel. So he needs to be looking for that, because Kenpi's getting a little bit predictable.
Yeah, and Kenpi right there challenging it as well, that fireball. Okay, see, there we go. Gets the actual throw in there, but
wake up, back medium punch. Was it season 1? Here we go. Backs off.
Oh, didn't expect him to finish the string. There we go.
You should always crouch punish if you're going to challenge after that medium kick. The follow-up roundhouse does not hit crouches.
Back throw. Get
no, it wasn't ready with the anti-air.
No anti-air. Yeah, not ready for the anti-air. There's that punish again. Oh, yeah, walking up a little too close. And this time the shimmy works. Into the critical area. I don't think this is going to kill. No, not close. And so...
Now the thing is...
nice. Using that as the anti-air.
He could have got the kill. He could have actually got the kill.
No, he's going to save it. No, that's going to do it right there. And Kenpi, oh, no.
So he blocked that overhead. That's like -7 now. He could have got a V-trigger activation into a super and killed off that. But in the end, it didn't matter.
I think he was probably wondering if that was going to kill off of the critical art, so he wanted to just go for the EX and then keep the 2 bars.
He didn't even do the V-trigger activation, so
yeah.
It was definitely a sort of autopilot punish rather than the maximum punish he could have got there. But it doesn't matter because Kempi advances into the next round, round 2. As you said, we're just rounding up round 1 here, day 1. That's a lot of 1s and 2s. Second round doesn't start until tomorrow, but we've got, I think, another 8 games as we just close out the remaining pool matches. There's been so many pools here. It's crazy. Was it like 1,400 people signed up for this event?
I can't remember the numbers, but it was a lot of people here. And you mentioned not that many players from outside of Japan, but here's one of them right here that you've seen a lot, I'm sure. CCL from Belgium coming up here.
One of a handful of European players here. There's not many. I know there's a couple from France and CCL, of course, from Belgium. He's one of the guys that runs Brussels Challenge, which is actually the first stop on the CPT 2020, and it's now a premier event as well, and it's an incredible premier event. So I'm going to take the opportunity to shill this event for CCL. Brussels Challenge Major Edition 2020. Sign-ups are available. They're open right now. I want to see you guys there. Come to Belgium. It's a beauty. You can have all the waffles and chocolates and all of that good stuff.
Man, can you get them to fly me out? I want some real Belgian waffles here.
We'll see what we can do, but you guys come and sign up. It's going to be a great tour. Really looking forward to Capcom Pro Tour. So again, it's an honor to have a European event kicking off the tour
and ending it. Remember, because it's going to be in France this year. The finals is going to be in France. So
that's right.
Shout outs to Capcom really giving a lot of the attention to Europe here. I'm actually really happy about that. I think that's super cool. I've always loved the fact that, the Tekken World Tour was going all over the world, and now for the first time we're going to have Capcom finals.
I mean, I'm just happy that it's not on the West Coast. Anywhere but the West Coast again, please.
Oh man. But CCL is going to be going up against Habeti.
I'm interested to see who CCL is using, because obviously he started out with Chun, then he was using Urien, so I'm not sure who he's using now.
That's really interesting. You said Tokido's using Urien now.
Yeah, so obviously Tokido, a third strike Urien, right? And he actually went back to Urien. He's been putting a lot of work in.
Interesting.
He's been streaming a lot. There's loads of tech clips and videos he's been putting up as well on his Twitter. So I'm interested to see who CCL is using. He's going up against Habeti. I don't know anything about at all. But this is winners.
Again, here at EVO Japan 2020, really exciting to be here, just to be able to check out Japan as well myself. Gonna go to Hey Arcade again later on this week and play some 10 yen STE.
It's nice to be back in Tokyo as well.
Yeah.
Well, kind of in Tokyo.
Yeah, we're a little further out. It's interesting because, we were in Fukuoka last year, and Chiba actually feels a lot more like the countryside than Fukuoka was.
Yeah, so this is the same venue that they have Tokyo Game Show in, right?
That's so what Mark Brent was telling me. Yeah.
So obviously it's a big convention center. It's one of many halls in this enormous building that we're in.
Yeah, Super Battle Opera was here before. I mean, that's the thing. That's why the first year, for EVO Japan was in such a small venue. Tokyo just doesn't have something like this. You have to come out to Chiba.
I guess that's kind of like trying to run an event in New York or London. They're just big metropolitan cities. Spaces at a premium, and obviously you pay for that premium.
Yep.
You get so much more space to accommodate.
Ooh, we're getting the lore matchup here. Chun-Li versus Vega. Interesting. So is CCL on the first player side?
Yes, CCL player 1.
So he is going with Chun-Li.
Back to Chun-Li. Smart man, smart man.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, both of his characters are really good this season. Urien, I think, is a very good pick. He's definitely up there, sort of. He's 100% in the top 10 for me, and he's skirting around that top 5 argument. I think he's very good.
Yeah, I mean, Dictator here, he was one of the best last season as well. We saw a lot of the strong performance by Problem X with that character.
To be honest with you. I mean, he didn't. I mean, the only thing that they can kind of say is, oh, he didn't get the health buffs or the stamina buffs, but that V-Skill 2...
he needed it.
That V-Skill 2 is really good. He's using V-Skill 1 here in this matchup, though.
Yeah, because you want to be able to grab those fireballs and everything like that. Go, gets the back throw. But I mean, honestly, you were talking about, you know, Urian being top 10, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I've said this last season. I feel like it's even more so this year that there's probably like 20 characters that are top 10.
Absolutely. There is at least 15 characters in that top 10, and there's about 25 characters in that top 15. There's so many viable characters out there. It's a really exciting season. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. He just canceled the striking pressure. Nice. Gets the crossover there and lands the EX head stomp. Look at that. He caught up all of a sudden, but nope, you're dead. There you go. Yeah, you know, that's always the hardest thing. When Chun-Li, I mean, I fall victim to this all the time too, but when Chun-Li gets that meter ready to go, when she's got that V-trigger meter ready to go, you just have to watch out for the crouching medium punch. It's something you're usually not too worried about because, you know, it's not particularly safe on hit, et cetera, but at certain ranges, if you get tagged by it and she's got the V-trigger ready to activate, you're going to take a ton of damage off of that.
Yeah, CCL did well to keep his composure as well because Heveti was throwing out a ton of moves on the screen, and all of Bison's EX moves are good, to be fair, but he kept his composure, got the activation.
All right.
Goes out the EX legs, backs off, even at -2.
EX leg, yeah, and then Heveti backdash right there. Did not decide to take his turn, tried to get away, it seemed like. That was a very interesting decision.
Punish that? No.
Oh, boy.
Oh, damn.
Okay, well, he still got this, the bomb.
There's the install. What's it going to be?
Throw, does he have any of these hot dog setups?
He's done. Bang, bang.
Yeah, doesn't need it, actually.
Damage left on the table. Didn't even use the
final round.
The hell attack.
Fight.
The NorCal special.
Yep, there you go. Throwing the fireball back right away, not holding on to it. It's one of those things like jury, so sometimes you like to grab it and hang on to it and catch people by surprise.
It's a free get-in as well, right?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. Was able to block that in time. And now into the corner.
That's the guess for the start. He doesn't.
Maximizing
Not sure
the
if he's going to be able to get the kill here.
No, not quite. No meter, unfortunately. He could have EX leg right there,
doesn't
but
matter in the end, and CCL takes the game.
There you go. Coming all the way out here from Belgium. Heveti right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who else is out here. I tried to do a roll call on Twitter and didn't get a huge amount of response. I know Mr. Crimson's here with the AS Monaco team.
Round one.
I don't know if any of the other Belgian players are here. I don't think Takamura or Kefteros are.
Ooh, crush. Just goes for the lightning kick, but again, knockdown now. That's the nice thing about that. And she gets pressure afterwards, you know what I mean? So it's not just a knockdown, but it's an Oki kind of situation.
Gets clipped by the air legs and gets the follow-up as well. No cancel on that low
There's the hell attack right there. Ooh. Interesting interaction.
This is definitely getting a bit scrappy. Let's...
Oh, no.
Gets the command grab though.
But gets the bomb planted, the regular throw, and now you got to worry about this explosion timing.
Plus frames again, and more plus frames.
Bison is all about those plus frames.
That was plus as well.
A lot of times, you know, you sit there, if you count how many times Bison is plus during a match, you're basically counting a lot.
So there's a lot of holes and a lot of times that he's going to steal turns, and there's gaps in there as well.
Ooh, okay, goes for the EX and it works out for him.
But interrupting Bison is generally a guess, right? Because if he wants, he can usually shut the door and keep it tight.
Nice spacing there, knew he can combo after the fireball.
Hit medium legs. Finish it off.
Oh no, again dropping this activation combo.
Oh, he had the punish as well. Oh my, this is definitely a scrappy one, but it is set point here to CCL.
CCL's not going to mind this at all. He's like, I don't care if it's scrappy as long as I'm coming out on top. Ooh, got him. With a jumping heavy punch too. Not a lot of horizontal range on it, but it worked out. Looks like CCL tried to hit a button. after their
blocks.
legs. But yeah, good defense from Hibeti.
Oh, the air-to-air was clean from CCO.
Yeah, beautiful chase down.
Completely wasted 2 EX bars that Hibeti.
All right, Hibeti's got the V-trigger activated now. I mean, well, ready to go. He can activate at any time. So, again, same thing for Bison. Watch out for the slide into activation. Or just the heavy kick. Oh, no!
Didn't respect the plus frames. Oh, and the cross-up Psycho Crusher to level it up 1-1.
Cross-up in the corners. Last thing you're thinking about. Got him. So there you go, Hibeti. Now tying it up.
Oh, Chun-Li, one of the only characters, well, one of the few characters that can actually deal with that. Because if she does wake up EX legs, then...
Yeah,
sorry, wake up EX spinning bird kick
Yes.
and wake up EX legs.
It's always nice to
Doesn't
have
matter
a
what side
wake-up
you're on.
flash kick motion. Because like you said, kind of side agnostic there. Just can do it whichever side that you end up on. And actually, a lot of characters can kind of do that. I mean, especially with like DP motions. If you have DP motions, there's like little shortcuts that you can input that'll make you uppercut no matter what side they end up on. You just have to be ready for it. Nice thing about the flash kicks ones, you don't have to be ready for it. If you're gonna just do that wake up, you're gonna do that wake up.
Just let it off. All right, third and final game in this set. It's a qualification match, winner's side. Winner of this will, well, both of these players will go on to tomorrow, but the winner will be in the driving seat in that winner's side. All the pools tomorrow are 12 players. 4 in the winners, 8 in losers.
See the V-Skill 1 doing its work there for Hibeti, catching that fireball, throwing it back, getting the combo off of that. Wow, the light punch. Not even crouching light punch, the standing light punch, catching Chun-Li out of her V-Skill 1. Forward throw, not a back throw. Surprised by that. Oh boy. Yeah, big damage. Not even going for the crush counter. Avoids a lot of the scaling, and Hibeti now.
Yeah, no patience
Match
here
point.
from CCL. He's getting caught. His frame traps are working. He's trying to challenge him. The one time he went for the reversal, it was baited out as well. See whether his reads are any better here.
I don't think he caught that fireball there. Does his V-Skill start glowing if he catches the fireball?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm curious about
You'd
that.
imagine so.
I have to check.
I'm still getting used to all these changes. Oh, he didn't get the punish that time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he got him with a standing light kick, but that's really could have gotten a lot more. Oh, and he missed that there too. So Hibeti with a couple of mistakes, giving CCL another opportunity. Nice air-to-air. Here we go, activates. Keep himself safe. Keeps that offense going now.
Ow! Oh, the throw range.
Yeah, and that's
He tried to walk back out of it, but
slow
got caught
walk.
still. The delay.
Okay, he's going to be able to get the combo off of this. And it's enough to kill CCL.
Yes, he
but you're
likes
not done yet.
He likes
You're not done yet. One more round. Final round between these two players here. See who gets out on the winner side, see who gets out on the loser side, as you mentioned. And got the back heavy kick from Chun-Li. Always been a great anti-air.
Yeah, they were kind of spoiled with the light kick in Season 1, right? But that back heavy.
Yeah, Bison's V-Skill symbol did glow when he got the fireballs. So there you go. Good to know. There you go. Using that heavy kick after the throw. Good meaty option for Chun-Li. Normally minus. Here we go. Dashes under, gets the side switch. CCL backs up a little bit, but there you go. Grabs the fireball again, and I love CCL's use of that air lightning kick just to be hard to predict.
It's an air.
Okay, delayed that to the... Ooh, okay. Spins the V-trigger for the reversal.
Never going to get V-trigger. Has the life lead, so he's using that V-gauge.
Is that
and
enough?
That should be it.
Yes.
It is CCL with the win. There he is. He's the player one. Nice smile from him, and he knows that he can go out tonight and enjoy. Looking forward to tomorrow, day 2, round 2 in winner's side. Hibeti, of course, will still be joining us. I think it's 4 out.
Is it 4 out?
I think it's 4.
Oh, okay.
Might be 3 out, I'm not sure, but I know
CCL.
that there isn't a winner's final at least, so it's at least 3 out.
Okay. CCL's going to enjoy some of that Tokyo nightlife. Hopefully not too much. He's got more matches to play tomorrow. Got work to do.
Plenty of time to enjoy the Tokyo nightlife on Sunday and Monday. Right?
True. Fair enough. Fair enough. And that's, you know, one of the nice things about, you know, having this event back in the Tokyo area. It's not even that far out of Tokyo, too. If you really wanted to stay in Tokyo, I mean, it's probably about, like, what, like a 30-minute train ride from Tokyo down to Chiba here, where the event is taking place.
Yeah, you can get the JR line, so it's pretty pretty convenient to get down down to here in... I can't remember the name. Can't remember the name of the venue. Begins with an N,
Masahari Mess.
I'll let you have that one. You can take that one.
Yeah. Maku, that's what it is. Maku, not Masa. Maku Hari Messe.
That's why I let you have it. So I knew I had done that myself. So I'm sorry, I threw you under the bus there, sir.
Thanks.
I'd have made an even bigger mess of that. Even bigger mess of that.
Hey, I mean, it is mess, right? So, you know, there you go. See, that was, you're taking over on the puns here, right? See, throwing me under the bus and taking my puns now, dude. That's just the way I see how it is. I see how it is.
I mean, you saw me when I was commentating with Sajam. I was stealing his segues and jumping in.
So that means if you ever commentate, next time you commentate with Steve, you're going to have to yell at everybody to make some noise,
I'm going to break his arm.
There you go.
That's why you think I've been going to the gym. That's why I'm going to...
It's the Tasty Steve defense.
Exactly. I'm like perfect cell. I'm absorbing all of you.
There you go. There you go. You're going to be like Seth. But that means you can only use it once until you absorb it again.
Yeah.
See,
that's why I have to keep coming back. Right? That's why I'm always at all these international events, just stocking up once again. Here we go. It's a losers match. It's Akasabi against Vanpy.
Coming up, both of them from Japan. Both players from Japan coming up here to play. Again, always excited to see what kind of characters that we're going to get. We've got a couple of interesting matches, you know, lesser seen matches, and then we had the Chun-Li versus Bison, which is probably something we're going to see more commonly during the course of the year as it moves on. So let's see what Akasabi and Vampy go with in terms of characters. Again, shout out to Cup Noodle for the sponsorship here at EVO Japan. They've been sponsoring for quite some time.
Yeah, since the first year, I think.
Weren't they here since the first year?
Yeah,
you said,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Every event.
I like that as well. You know, people talk about sponsors in the FGC a lot of times. Don't need to be PC parts. We've got Cup Noodles. You know.
There you go.
Oh,
if it ain't missing.
Whoa. All right. We're going to get a Colleen mirror here. Players are going to try to be calling each other out right now.
Okay, no command grabs. B-skill ones all round. And of course, B-trigger 2.
Nice that they picked very different costumes, though.
Yes. She's got some awesome costumes.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? Because like I hadn't picked up a lot of the costumes. Now I have the Champion Edition.
Yeah.
So I actually have all the costumes. I feel like a kid in a candy store. I'm like, ooh, I can do all this crazy stuff now.
Round one.
And here we go. Vampy's going to be in the blue winter outfit. And Akasabi's going to be going in the jeans and the green top. Both players from Japan, as mentioned. Vampy here with the start.
Crashing medium kick.
Yeah, plus on block. Gotta respect that.
Didn't respect it and stole the turn. Paid off. Vampy with the life lead. Nice spacing on the hands.
Parabellum.
Not on fire.
Yeah, both of them are very willing to play this very patient footsie game so far. Probably just taking some time to try to read each other, but here we go, Vampy now with a couple of times going for the throw in the Street Fighter V RPS situation, but Akasabi's got the V-trigger activated, trying to be aggressive, so Vampy gonna activate his own and see if he can counter that as well. Oh, he read it!
The bumper was nice. Oh no, the interruption.
He drops the combo there, and yeah, he's gonna be taken down.
Triple spear, closes it out. I feel like Vampy had the better of the scramble situations and was more willing to try and impose their will.
Yeah, Akasabi had that nice read on the forward dash, but
skill.
just didn't get the right combo situation. Was that boot to the face. Nice whip punish. Oh, trying to go for the counter. I see you.
Yeah, Vampy's definitely a lot more active defensively, willing to press buttons, willing to try and throw out counters, and I feel like the moments has paid off. But yes, there you go. There is a punish on the V skill.
Yeah, despite all that right now.
Oh, nice conversion, and that should be no.
Oh no, didn't decide to spend any meter on anything, but still gets the standing light kick. So Aksabe taking round number 2.
Some kind of EDM rave happening on the main stage. I feel like I'm at DreamHack.
Aksabe taking that second round really well.
Triple whiffed roundhouses and no attempt to punish at all.
I wonder if Aksabe got any kind of read here on Vampy. And now Vampy, you can see, all of a sudden playing much more patient. Oh, here we go. How much meter is he going to spend? Yep, another bar. Take him to the corner.
Oh, the buffer was nice.
And spent all the meter now and is close to the stun, and it was, oh, the stun.
What? I did no stun at all.
Oh, the trade, and that's going to do it right there. So Vampy's going to take game at number 1.
I can't believe how little stun that throw did.
I know, I was surprised about that. I almost thought that was guaranteed to be stunned. Vampy's gonna take that. See Aksabe right now, thinking about what to go with, what to do.
Yeah, right now Vampy taking a lot more risks, offensively and defensively.
He was playing really patient in that last game, at the last round, and I feel like that worked out for him. So
whiffing a lot of stuff and challenging when it's not his turn as well. And another whiff V skill.
Not a lot of punishes here on the whiff buttons right now, but you know, it is hard to whiff punish those things. You gotta have that,
double
you know,
roundhouses.
Crazy reactions a lot of times to get those. All right, towards the corner. This is what got Vampy the win last time, but good. I like that crouching light kick from Aksabe. Again, stop the shimmy. You go with those lows to stop the shimmy. Whoa, what the heck? Was that a button on the way up in the jump?
Yeah, that was the input error.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was going for though. That's the question. It's not like she has like some special move in the air with a punch button or anything. Again.
Probably just failed. That should be it.
Is he trying to read like a back jump or something? I don't know. Very interesting decision.
Round 2. Fight.
Set point for Vampy.
Oh, he's in, but he drops the combo.
No hit, no conversion.
Gets the punish here. Towards the corner again.
Dashes up, nice auto spacing. Could probably get punished on those hands.
Standing light kicks. Keeping his other zoned out, nice. Has the reaction to go with the anti-air despite the whiff earlier.
What was that?
Go, activates. Time to go on skates. Aksabe is going to be able to activate as well if he can get the chance. But here comes Vampy. Still hasn't used the V trigger. Hasn't spent any of it yet.
Yeah, Aksabe's just buffing that light kick that time.
Finally spends a little bit of it. Aksabe still hasn't activated yet, but he's not going to get the chance. He's going to go out with a full V trigger and almost a full super meter. And that's going to end it. Vampy going to take it.
Yeah, that was definitely a case of he who dares wins. Vampy was a lot more proactive, taking a lot more risks, and Aksabe just didn't punish him for doing so. It's a lot of whiff specials, a lot of whiff V skills, a couple of whiff parries half spin. I'm not sure if he's looking for that towards roundhouse. But yeah, there's a lot of interruptions, a lot of press buttons were negative as well. And Vampy just was able to just impose his will a lot more in that mirror match, and that's generally how mirror matches go, right? The person that can impose their will and dictate the pace generally comes out in top in mirror matches.
Yeah, I mean, the interesting part to me is like at the end there, he seemed like he really wanted too badly to get the combo into the V trigger or get the the plus frames in the V trigger.
He was trying to get the low forward activate, and ended up dashing and whiffing, cross counted in the end. Right?
Colleen becomes such a threat when she activates that V trigger too, because it's harder to walk back and forth because she can skate in with the low at any given at any given moment. And so by not activating it, I feel like he just was at such a disadvantage in the footsies, and I feel like if he had just maybe backdash a little, raw activated, try to get something set up, and but didn't happen. And there you go, Vampy's gonna take it.
Was that losers? I can't remember.
I think so. Yeah, that was losers. And it looks like we're gonna stick to the loser side, and it's gonna be Pechan, or not sure how that's pronounced exactly, Pechan, going up against Konoichi. And that's going to be also on loser side, both players from Japan as well.
Yeah, just running through the last few pools, pretty much everything from round on is completed. So if you want to check out what matches to look forward to tomorrow, it is another set of pools tomorrow, the round 2 pools. You can find that on Smash GG. If you go on smash.gg and click the search button, you'll see EVO Japan in there. You can find the brackets for all of the tournaments that are happening this weekend, and you can see how your favorite players are doing in their various events. As the players set up now, it's going to be Pechan against Konoichi.
Yep, I believe that was that's Konoichi right there, getting ready to sit down and play his match. Again, as you mentioned, we've had some interesting character variety, but we just ended up with a Colleen mirror match.
Yeah.
So let's see what we end up here on this
it's a real mixed bag, right?
Have you seen many Lucias here on stream yet?
No, I still haven't seen many Lucias. I don't think she's really got a tremendous amount of help
no, she did.
In the patch notes.
Yeah, I think there was probably something a little bit more that she needed, but you know, I still don't think she's bad.
Oki
I think she's really good.
I think reliable Oki mid-screen. And I don't really like her V-skill very much, her new V-skill. I don't think it helps her a great deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. The new V-skill, basically, it tries to open up the run-stop throw game for her, or run-stop game for her, because if you mix between run-stop, run and then run into V-skill 2, that one's always safe. But then if you run stop a lot and get the opponent to hit a lot of buttons, you can get counter hits and combo off of that. But
it's pretty slow though, right? So it's difficult to counter hit. You're generally going to catch them like delay throw teching.
And then the problem is you lose so much of the utility from V-skill 1.
She's got such a good activation of that V-skill 1 as well. It's so easy for her to just activate off that V-skill and get the plus frames and start to get her game running. She can start throwing out that low forward into the Tatsu, and it's so much more dangerous when she's in V-tree.
It also makes her with option select a lot more powerful, because there are ranges where you hit the opponent's buttons and then you cancel into run. Nothing will combo from the run except for V-skill 1. And so you lose that in neutral as well. So yeah, not sure I'm...
of the three new characters that were revealed in that pack, I definitely feel like Honda and Poison came out definitely better off in the patch notes. But here we go. I see Sim. I didn't see who played what was because the character hadn't loaded yet. Oh, there we go, finally.
Not saying, though, that she's bad or anything. I still think she's good. I still think she's strong.
I think she's okay. I think she's just there in the middle, sitting there in the middle.
Exactly. But there you go. We saw a Buki and a Dawson, it looks like. And Dawson, one of those characters that I know a lot of the Dawson fans out there are not too optimistic about.
They're always pessimists. Dawson players, and
Vega
players.
Okay?
Dawson and Claw players are always pessimists. I think Dawson, he's got that V-skill too, and in certain matchups you want to use that. It's very difficult giving up the utility of float.
We saw Didimokov get top 8 at Frosty Faustings last week with that V-skill almost exclusively. Obviously, you lose a lot of power with this flying here. And especially against the Buki, I think it's going to be particularly useful.
Nowadays, like regional level tournaments, you could probably win a tournament with at least 35 of the characters in this game, maybe even more. It's such a really good diverse character roster now. But at that absolute high level, the super premier level,
it's just crazy to me to even, think about the fact that this game has more than 35 characters at this point.
It's more than 40 now.
Ooh, there we go. Nice avoids, and see, against Ibuki, you want to use that V-skill 1, because 1, she can get in on you, so it's so hard to charge up V-skill 2, and 2, the float puts Dawson at that exact angle to get away from Kunai. Oh, there we go, Pechan coming in and going for the...
Wasn't ready for the command dash, and he gets the stun.
Online mix-up right there.
Yep.
Oh, okay, goes for the...
Oh, no Kunai.
not sure what that setup was all about.
That was meant to be an ambiguous kunai setup.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, stopped the V skill.
Where's the slide?
Oh, here we go. This is going to be big damage.
Right, you're going to
Going
have
for
to
the
guess.
reset. Oh, goes for the low from the... Oh!
Oh, you dropped your
no.
dinner all over the floor.
And you know what? One hit into...
If you still your
he loses
kunais
all
up
the
as well.
kunai as well.
Oh, my word.
Oh, boy. The slide is going to do it, but, you know, the dangerous part right there is that there was the possibility of losing to chip damage as well.
Noodles everywhere. Dropped his dinner all over the floor. In the end, it was the 5-second rule, though. Picked it up. It's still okay. Finished it off. That's one round apiece.
Oh, wow. Look at this now. Pet-chan going right in there.
That's unfortunate. Gets caught, but a reset. Target combo, wake up.
Oh, but crouching,
might
crouching.
go underneath.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. And the throw.
All right, trapped in the corner now, gets tossed.
Damn, that throw did about 200 damage.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, but there we go. Not gonna kill. She didn't have
the classic. No, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, she didn't have the critical art ready to go. I'm sorry, the meter right there for the EX rider. But she's gonna take game number. That was game number 1. Right?
That's the first game, yeah.
Yeah, game number 1. Konoichi now. See if he can make any adjustments here. Obviously, sticking with a V skill 1, V
what
trigger 1.
What team is Pet-chan representing? I can't see on her shirt there.
AMG, it says up there at the top.
I don't know. I know them about their Mercedes-Benz work. Answer M. Okay, thank you for the update. Stream Overlords.
Answer M.
The voices from the gods.
Maybe stands for gaming or something.
I'd imagine that's gaming. Yeah. It's usually gaming, isn't it?
Or geniuses, you know. If you're of the evil variety. Nice block on that ambiguous jump in from Pet-chan.
I want to know why Ibuki's overhead is still only -2 and everyone else has got nerfed even more.
It's
to like
slow.
-7 and 8. It's not that slow. Nice anti-air punish.
Yeah, and
comes
here we
back.
go.
The Fuma Shurikens get chuckle afterward.
No, didn't get the mix-up set up. Just neutral jump. I think that was probably supposed to be a forward jump. Oh, nice slide to get away from the cross-up, and so that means Konoichi is going to be able to keep the pressure going now. And the standing medium kick going to do the job to take that round.
Still in the game.
Round 2. Fight.
Just goes right in there. Okay. Command dash versus teleport at the start of the round. I love it. Both of them trying their movement options to get in. Nice to stop her, and she hit a button too, because that was a crush counter.
Float normal.
Oh no, actually, I think that was her command dash is what that was. That's why she got crushed.
Whiffing a lot of drills, not really been punished for it.
Things look like they're going all Konoichi's way now. Konoichi looking super strong here in this game number 2. He's even got his V-trigger all ready to go
from
here.
downtown? That was miles away.
Oh, misses the meaty, but gets the throw. Oh, again, missed the instant air kunai, it looked like, but gets in there with the EX. She has no life left, though. She's not even going to try to stay back to build up the gray health. Goes right in there, and unfortunately, that light punch there drains so much damage thanks to that V-trigger 1. Konoichi now. Tying it up 1-to-1 with that Dhalsim. So what Pet-chan can do. A few execution errors there, missing some of those instant air kunais. Ooh, that's actually a great trade for Dhalsim. As long as you keep Ibuki out, you're fine. Oh, she goes in there with the command dash. Looks like Pet-chan's trying to be a little more aggressive.
Yeah, the teleport's been working on Wake Up as well. Pet-chan not going for meaty throws.
Okay, it's gonna get the cross up. There we go into the rider. Target combo.
Oh, there's the throw bait.
Not enough to stun,
but... and the kunai release closes it out. Would have been the stun anyway.
Yeah, goes for the Cien right there. Cross up.
Hey, I mean, that kunai release catches the best players in the world.
That didn't even work the way that, you know, that was designed. It usually catches people walking forward, but in this case, just caught him out of the Yoga Flame. So Pet-chan at match point now.
Yeah, nice patience as well, not overextending. He's got the life lead.
Trying to Super Mario her way in. Oh, but too
yeah,
close.
that was punishable.
Too close. Yep.
Just a single hit.
And the counter hit, but he was too slow on the second one. At the last second, I think he decided to try to maximize that counter hit.
No, didn't get the full target combo.
Yeah, she just missed the medium punch in there. Oh, but out of the air again.
Again, teleporting away.
Again, going for the forward medium kick again as well. That's 2 times in a row she's
not respecting the plus phase on the jaw, but she's still alive.
Oh,
not anymore. And it has come all the way around to set point for Kunoichi.
Final round.
And here we go. Final
She needs to start
round.
using these throws. The teleports are getting Kunoichi out of a lot of trouble here.
Tries to get in with the kunai, but that jump drill,
No.
yeah, that's going to be a punish. That is very negative.
bait.
Baits out the EX uppercut.
And the stun is building up. I don't know if that was a teleport input.
Oh, got him again. Too far away. Oh, gosh. Again, kind of dropped that target combo, but she
She's
would have
not
been punishable
respecting those
anyway.
plus frames on that drill whatsoever.
Oh, a little too far away for that jumping medium punch to hit. And just go for a meaty rider. Here we go, the EX. Gonna keep the pressure going close to stun. Actually, if she gets the juggle, she's gonna get the stun and the kill.
Out of nowhere.
Pet-chan.
A scrappy match closes out, and Pet-chan brings it back after being set point down. Where's the handshake? There you go.
She's like, let me put down my joystick, please, first. Okay, there we go. There you go. Kunoichi going down. Brought it very close, though. Very, very close match right there. Almost had it at the end. Got it to the last round, but unfortunately for him, just couldn't pull it out in the end. So.
Yeah, a couple of scrambles, and Pet-chan ended up coming out on top there. Elimination match. So unfortunately, Kunoichi will not be in the tournament tomorrow, but Pet-chan advances into the losers bracket. Last couple of matches for us in the block. It's 8 o'clock here local time. We've got only a handful less. That we've got Take against Uki-Uki?
Uki-Uki, yeah.
Uki-Uki.
Oh, God, that makes me think of something like...
So when
I could have sworn there was like a character that has a quote that sounds kind of like that, so...
That would be certainly not my area of expertise, so... it's always fun trying to read these names because I have to remember how to break them down into syllables. I don't want to read them in my English brain. I have to remember how to break these down into syllables.
It always sounds a lot more dignified, you know, as long as you have that British accent there.
Uki-Uki.
Uki-Uki.
That doesn't sound very dignified at all.
Oh, man. I mean, is that... Because, like, obviously in the States, when we hear the British accent, it's always like sophistication or like the evil villain or whatever like that.
That's the big deception. Right? The big deception.
But, like, when you guys are in Britain, when you hear the American accent, does that like portray like, you know, uncultured?
Absolutely, yes, indeed.
Yeah. Makes
Without
sense
fail.
to me. So.
Without fail. And I mean, you know, having a British accent is broken in esports.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's funny too, because like I even said one time that you know, in a video game, like if it's like a story game like Mass Effect or Uncharted, you can't have, like, you're never going to escape a British accent somewhere in that game.
Well, even when we don't use a British accent, our actors are going around the world doing a great job of impersonating you guys anyway. Shout out to Idris Elba, who was like really one of the trailblazers.
Oh, yeah.
So when The Wire came out,
Tom Holland, right? Isn't Tom Holland originally British, right? Yeah.
So when The Wire came out, Stringer Bell, in the UK, we didn't know that Idris Elba was British.
Oh, really?
Like the general public,
okay.
like we had to kind of realize he's from Hackney, he's from East London. He's a normal London lad, but like,
I mean, it's
such an authentic accent.
It's getting a revenge for, you know, like the Bridget Jones, Renee Zellweger. Oh man. Well, that's good though, you know. Casting overseas, whichever side that you want to go on. I mean, it was crazy to me because the first time I heard Tom Holland speaking with because I had seen Spider-Man, I didn't know he was British, and then I started seeing some of the interviews.
Another really good example of that's Christian Bale. So he's got a really interesting thing where, so when Christian Bale plays a character with American accent in a film, he will do all of his press in an American accent. When he does press for a film where the character doesn't have an American accent, he'll do it in his normal Welsh accent.
Dang, that's crazy.
So you'll see like interviews of Christian Bale just doing normal presses, and it'll be the same, you know, the same Bruce Wayne American accent, the American Psycho accent.
Interesting. Okay.
But then you'll just randomly click another video and you hear, you know, he'll have his Welsh accent. It'll be really kind of weird, to be honest with you. I've never heard of anyone else doing that. Oh, actually, there is someone else. So, you know Gillian Anderson?
Oh, yeah.
So she's actually like dual accented.
Oh.
So she grew up in America and the UK, and she legitimately has an American and an English accent.
Okay.
So she can do both.
I feel like I have to speak a little bit of British accent, you know, just for Femi, you know, because I always do that, but, you know, I don't know.
I mean, what's the time back home? It's midday now, I think, back home on a Friday. I don't know if Femi will be watching because he's a working man, but let's put it out there. Give it so he can watch back.
All right there. All right, so coming up next here, we've got Take versus Ukiyuki. Both from Japan.
Where do you learn your British accent from? What do you take inspiration from?
I bet you most of my British accent came probably from watching a lot of like James Bond movies and stuff like that. So, because I mean, I grew up listening to the Beatles, but I definitely don't have a Liverpudlian accent.
Which James Bond? Are we a Sean Connery or Roger?
I mean, if you want me to pick my favorite one, Sean Connery, clearly.
So Sean Connery's accent's kind of, because Sean Connery's Scottish, right?
So he's Scottish.
But
you carry a knife, you carry a gun.
And Roger Moore is a lot more proper Queen's English.
Shocking.
Have you seen The Gentleman yet? It's a new Guy Ritchie film.
No, I have not.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Matthew McConaughey stars in it, but it's based in... It's like another kind of British gangster caper movie.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. One of my friends is in it, a guy called Bugsy Malone. He's a rapper in the UK.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
Colin Farrell's in it. It's already Hugh Grant. It's a good film.
All the people in the chat are like, what are you guys talking about right now?
Well, what we're doing is we're filling time. A little thing called filling time.
Exactly, and here comes Take versus Ukiyuki, or Take, maybe you want to say, because we're taking our time right now. Oh, man.
Taking something, anyway.
Exactly.
Sim back on the screen again.
Interesting. So Take going with the Dawson. Ukiyuki going with the Akuma, or Goki, I should say, here in Japan. Goki. Yeah, so that's basically, if you take the go-go out of him, you know, then he's
most of the top-level Akuma players have dropped him now, right? NL, Tokido.
I mean, has it really been that bad for Akuma this patch, you know?
I'm trying to think. Haitani's dropped him as well. Haitani's in Laura a lot, I think, I've seen.
Yeah. Idom inspiring everybody all around the world, and she only got stronger, so...
Yeah!
Terrifying.
Those patch notes had already been made. Those balance changes had already been made before Capcom Cup.
Yeah, after, you got to imagine the guys doing the balancing after Idom won, they're probably like, uh-oh. Whoops. All right. Getting that fireball going there, but, you know, going with V-skill. Both of them still going with 1-1 for trigger and V-skill. Oh, here we go.
Akuma's V-skill 2 is pretty trash, to be fair.
Yeah. It's crazy how little it actually builds up for being something that charges up your meat gauge. Oh, the side switch. And keeps the pressure going. And that might not have been plus. That was so early in his jump. But here we go. Resets him into the fire. And you can see just draining all of his life.
Oh, he's still alive. He could have got punished as well. He could have dashed up. Oh, what? He's sniping him in the corner. That's brave, man.
That is dangerous, because if that was blocked, yeah, you're going to get uppercut for free.
Yeah, Ukiyuki not ready. Had a lease of life. The instant overhead didn't kill. He could have dashed up and got the V-trigger DP.
Yeah. Drop the combo there, but, you know, if you see Dawson throw that fireball above your head, walking forward is very dangerous because of that slide will combo into the fireball in that situation. And coming on whip jump kicks like that, I'm not sure what Take is trying to do with that.
No parry? Where's the option select, mate? Come on.
That's kind of
the... You're going to play Akuma, you got to use it properly. Oh, no! This is going to hurt.
Crouching heavy, there we go. Chooses not to spend any meter off of that, though. Ooh. And speaking of meter, Ukiyuki with all sorts of resources right now.
Yeah, he needs to activate off something else other than full screen red fireball.
Yeah. Can't whip. Oh, you're going to get... Oh.
So that invincibility, there's still invincibility frames on Raw, and the last active frames on that slide. Went straight through him.
Oh, that was such a dangerous slide. I feel like that was punishable. And that teleport as well. Take almost kind of getting away with murder, I feel like, at the end of that round there. Getting away with a few things. And I feel like Ukiuki's thinking to himself, man, I really let him get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, definitely a couple of openings there that Ukiuki, if he was ready, could have punished. And a big turnaround, because obviously he gets that hard knockdown in V-Trigger, and it's really difficult for Dawson to deal with that.
Yeah, remember, you know, Kuma loses that fireball in the V-Trigger activation now, so as you saw him having trouble getting that V-Trigger to start up the offense.
He hasn't got that triple medium string anymore as well.
Yeah.
Which was so good for him. So if you block the two crouch and medium punches, you're
safe.
okay.
You're at good distance right there. And get out of there. Whoa, there we go. That was a fireball I saw from Take. Not sure we'll throw it. Oh, but there's that kind of an option select right there with that instant air. Can stop the throw tech and the buttons as well. I'm sorry, the throw. Kind of like the oh no!
There we go. There's a punish finally.
But didn't
spend the bar. No,
or the V trigger. Yeah. Well, that'll do it right there on the throw. Now Uki right now, you know, I feel like one of his weaknesses is largely the resource management right now. I feel like he's had a couple of times that he should have spent the meter that he hasn't.
And there's a few situational awarenesses as well.
Yeah.
You need to be punishing that jump back sniper. If it's not for the kill or the stun, you need to be punishing that.
Again, that fireball.
Tried to get the fierce.
Gets that drill perfect
Still,
distance.
again, not punishing.
And again, Ukiuki sitting on a lot of resources, not doing anything. No EX demon flips. Just getting hit. Now he's got the trigger. So gotta spend your, don't lose this game with all of your resources left. You never want to see that happen. Here he is. He's
Sweep
in.
activate.
No activation yet. Just went for an overhead. Okay. Standing medium kick. Finding its mark. Here we go. Activation.
Yeah. Nice reactions.
The invincibility to go through the button. Oh no, I think that was too early. What is happening here?
Scrappiness is happening. It's the end of the day. It's been a long day, and finally the sniper actually does get the kill.
Take's like, man, I'm still getting away with murder.
That's
here.
when you do it, mate. You do it when it's for the kill, not middle of the set. All right, here we go.
See, we've seen that a lot. Is he just trying to go for an instant drill or something? I'm not sure.
I think instant air teleport. All right, here we go.
Nice. Gets him with the shimmy. And now close to stun.
Oh no, just overextended.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't a counter hit. It was too far away from him to really get anything on that. There we go. Activation. Side switch. No.
Yeah, he's got decent positioning off that, and he doesn't want to waste the... oh,
no! He even had all that meter, too. He had all that meter, and guess what?
Oh, my God. He can lose off this? He had everything going for him.
Oh, he spent one of the bars, and then no anti-air for Ukiuki after that
I mean,
teleport.
It was a bad situation for him, because the anti-air, he would have still got hit by the flame, but... He was in the driver's seat. He almost had the kill. He let Take out. And as soon as he activated that V-trigger, he had to take that fire damage. It was there. All that gray damage. Just the one touch.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I keep saying get away with murder. I feel like Take won several rounds that could have ended a lot earlier than that. But he's going to move on the winner's side. Ukiuki is going to make it out on the loser's side. And we're going to jump over to another winner's bracket match, which is going to be Gunyan versus a Kerr. Okay.
K-E-R.
K-E-R.
Let's find out who these guys are.
Kerr, who... sit down over there. You see.
Do we know how many more matches we've got left in store for the viewers at home? Do we have a running order, guys?
You can see a couple of the matches coming up after this. But
I know we have at least one more after this, minimum one more after this. We will be running until close, until everything is done, until all pools are finalized and we know what round 2 is looking like tomorrow. So stay with us right here. We're going to be going until everything has been resolved.
And there's Gunyan on your stream, getting ready to play as well. Really curious to see what characters that these guys go with as well. So like you said, we've been seeing a pretty decent variety. I mean, I wouldn't have expected to see, you know, like 2 Dhalsims here as well. We've had back-to-back Dhalsims.
Yeah, really good variety throughout the whole day, to be honest with you. I mean, it's been a good amount of time, right? Since Champion Edition came out, it's given people time to try out new characters, test new stuff with their own characters as well. It's not about just over a month, right, I think?
Yeah, and a lot of science happening.
Yeah.
A lot of science happening in this month. People testing out new things, finding new tricks with them. And that's the cool thing. Is like, you know, there definitely hasn't been a shortage of this. A shortage of, you know, finding new technology with a lot of these new toys that these characters got.
Or maybe just switching over to new characters that they feel have more shiny new things than the character that they've been using already. So
yeah, and another thing too, I mean, a lot of these guys have been going with V-Skill ones. We haven't seen a lot of V-Skill 2s just yet. And you know, also, as you mentioned, it is brand new. A lot of these players might not even feel confident enough to go for the switch yet. You know, like Petchan, for example, earlier not going with the Caltrops and trying to go with some of those crazy new setups that we've been seeing off of those.
yeah, off that V-Trigger 2, right?
The V-Skill 2, the V-Skill 2 for Ibuki.
Yeah, no, but the setups are off the V-Trigger 2.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Into the fully charged triple shuriken.
Yes.
Command dashes all over the place.
Oh, here we go, Rashid, and yeah, I know the last player just used Dhalsim, but it looked like he went to Rashid, and then Gunyan was like, ah, you're from Dhalsim. Gonna go with the Ken, however.
Okay.
And which V-Skill did Rashid go with here?
Let's have a look. Ah, 1.
Looks like 1, yep, there you go.
All standard. Playing some vanilla Street Fighter.
And it's a good time to get into Street Fighter right now. Champion Edition coming out soon, $30 for everything.
You can order it now and you get instant access. Not access. Actually access.
Oh,
so you get literally everything, all the costumes, all the stages. Well, not every costume
Not
in every
all
stage.
there's a couple missing.
Over 200.
Yes.
So that's a lot. And all the characters, apart from Seth, who was released February the 14th, I think it is.
Kurt going with that Rashid, as we talked about. I mean, a lot of people are talking about that V-Skill 2, about how good it is. And they're thinking that Rashid got buffed.
It's kind of gimmicky, and Rashid absolutely did not get buffed.
And that's the thing, is he got nerfed a lot. The crouching medium punch was a big nerf for him.
Crouching medium punch is a big deal. The recovery and hurt box
easier
on
to whip
stand
punish.
fierce. Already with the hurt box on crouch fierce as well. This matchup's got a lot better for Ken because he used to have to hold all of the pressure, but also now he can get way bigger whip punishes.
Well, Gunyan has the lead and manages to get out of the corner, but took a bit of damage to get into this position. Oh, okay, just going in with the raw V-Skill.
There's the cancel. He's going to get the kill.
Goes for the easy finish with the light uppercut, 3 frames, easy to buffer in there. Now, I'm actually really excited to see more Kens this season as well.
Oh, if it had jumped in with a medium kick, that would have hurt. That's another nerf as well. The crouch fierce, it's got more of a hitbox behind the head.
Nice punish on the cancel into the whirlwind shot off of that crouching heavy punch. Standard anti-Rashid tactic.
Nice whip punish on that roundhouse.
Going in there at a good range. I like Gunyan's range on that V-Skill so far, the V-Skill kick.
Activation into the corner, respect the plus frames. There's a cross up.
No wake-up EX from Gunyan so far.
Nope. Waiting for that V-Trigger to be active.
Here we go. Back throw into the corner. Spends one of the bars on an EX Fireball. Kurt just gets away from it. No activation on that either. Oh, here we go. It's going to get some damage.
Nice option select.
Doesn't have the meter for the critical. Oh, baits out the EX Mixer. There you go. Taking game number 1, Gunyan.
Nice solid stuff, patient stuff from Gunyan. Not really overextending, not really having to do too much. Happy to block in the neutral, not trying to challenge those crouch fierces and stand fierces.
But you can see how, you know, Rashid just doesn't have quite the same control in neutral as he used to. Can't whip the crouching heavy punch as easy as before.
It was just the ability to just be able to throw out things kind of with impunity. There, look at that.
Nice.
Look, mad late as well.
Good footsies from Gunyan.
Nice spacing on that step kick, yeah.
That spacing on the step kick he's had, I mean, he got punished for it once.
Wow.
But outside of that, it's been working great for him. And look at this, the crush counter combo all the way into the corner. Has already baited out the EX once. And so now you see him going in with impunity. Oh, falls on there. And don't get me wrong, I mean, Rashid obviously still a very strong character.
Oh, absolutely. You just have to be way more aware of how you're using his tools. I just feel like, you know, the very, very best Rashids will still get the most out of the character. But
and again, I love Gunyan's spacing and his footsies right now.
Yeah, it's very patient. It's like a counter-poking style.
And that walk-up standing light kick was really nicely done. Even the timing on the previous fireball. Even gets the tech there. And now going to use the V reversal to try to build some distance. Doesn't want to get trapped in the cold. What a back throw!
Early throw to interruption. Great reaction there from Gunyan. Yeah, using that V reversal was very good because, yes, he was almost at the point of V trigger, but he had such a big life lead. It's much better to spend that V gauge to V reversal and just kill the momentum that Rashid has.
It's one of the hardest lessons to learn. You just like to save that V trigger because you're like, it's my comeback, you know. But
you don't need that comeback though. Right. Oh, the low forward run into the back throw. Oh my days.
Okay, got to spend that EX fireball to keep himself safe. But again, Gunyan with the great spacing gets that heavy kick. Oh, what? That was supposed to be a V reversal, I think. But there was no meaty coming from Gunyan.
Yeah, that whole sequence was very scrappy. And that V trigger did nothing really. No low forward cancel. That would have been the game.
Yeah. It's very close here for Gunyan. If he can just get one clean hit, just spending a couple of the EX bars. Actually, now just one bar, he should be able to take this.
Ooh.
Yeah, no whiff punish on that one. Oh, he gets up for the back throw. And now chip is an issue, but of course, Kerr sitting on that one V reversal. He needs to save that V reversal in case Gunyan tries to go for some sort of
the little walk
chip.
Back into the low forward.
But that's going to do it right there. Gunyan looking very solid there. I was really impressed with that Ken play.
That was just nice, clean play with just the right sprinkling of Rago. You know, low forward into run, into back throw to put them back in the corner. Things like that, you're not going to be ready for those cancels. I mean, the low forward hit, oh, is he going to cancel the low forward into the DP? Is it going to be a hit confirm? No, it's a run into a back throw.
Right.
You know, catching off guard, and that's such a big momentum change because Ken is so good when he puts you in the corner.
I mean, it's the school that, you know, School of Vi. He told me years ago, it's like for every 2 or 3 logical things you do, you gotta throw in one kind of illogical, quote, random thing. And if you do that, I mean, a lot of people like to talk about Momochi being so careful, and I mean, he throws in a lot of crazy stuff too.
I mean, you have to with Ken because that's literally just how he's built. If there's too much of the random, then you're just not going to have a consistent win rate with the character. But if you just play too much by the numbers, his numbers, his frame advantage, they're just not good enough for you to just do that all the time. You need to just push your advantage now. Then it's very much like a Street Fighter 5 style of play anyway. And, you know, he does well for it. If you make the right guess, if you make the right read, it really pays off. That back throw into the corner is a great situation for him.
And it was also a really late cancel that he did, too. He did crouching medium kick, last-second cancel, and I think that really did catch Kerr off guard. But Gunyan moves on, and coming up next, we have, you see on your screen right there, that's Kosaku, and here is Yu-sama. Both again from Japan, winners, as you were about to say, sorry.
Last couple of matches as we round up day 1, round 1 of pools. 1,400 players signed up for Street Fighter V Champion Edition here at EVO Japan 2020.
And you know, I mean, honestly, these 4 years of Street Fighter V, I mean, this game has come a long way. I really love where Street Fighter V this season is standing. Season 5, it's a lot of cool things happening.
Yeah, there's just loads of possibility, right? There's characters. So many more characters seem viable competitively.
Yeah.
A lot of new toys to play with. I really like some of the new V-skills they've given these characters that, you know, actors like mix-up mechanics.
Yes.
I like, you know, Nikali's V-skill too, the puke. You know, there's some crazy setups with that.
I haven't seen it used as much yet. I really
you need to see some of Phenom's replays. Machapo used it very recently as well. He's been streaming a lot. Nice. I'm trying to think of other characters that have got a similar. You mentioned Ibuki.
Tire from the Rebel Kumite.
Yeah, Abigail's tire.
The tire.
These like new mix-up mechanics, almost like assists, I guess, that are on the screen. You have to respect them. I've seen some cool ones with Dalsim V-School 2, as well with the V-School powered up Fireball. Loads of cool stuff. You know, when we're starting to see people going into training mode, come up with these crazy setups. That's that more expressive style, and that's what people like. They like going in training mode and discovering new things, breaking out new tech. It's what makes the game exciting to watch and exciting to play.
And showing their personality, right?
Yes.
I mean, because a lot of these new things that they have kind of lets you express yourself a little bit more. People get to feel a little more unique and a little more, you know, creative. But here you go. Kosaku and Usama chatting a little bit right here before the match, trying to get themselves ready to go. There you go. Got the right users signed in now. Ready to go.
All right, let's get some character select up here. We need to know who we're going to see.
Doing a quick button check here. Okay. Again, we've only just got a few more matches here for you guys on stream, but I hope you guys have been enjoying all the Street Fighter V action here and all the action just at EVO in general. We've had some good on the EVO 1 stream. We've just had some Samurai Showdown. We're at Soul Calibur right now as well.
I believe that's the first event on the Soul Calibur tour as well.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Look at this!
Look at this! Just we were talking about Nikali, and we've got a V skill too. Hey, we're getting both. Are both of them puke? Or is that V Trigger 2? It's V Trigger 2. Yeah. So they're both still using side belt.
Both sides.
Man, I got excited about that. And I'm sad now. I'm sad now, Logan. Wanted to see puke.
I mean, we can go out to Roppongi later, and I'm sure you'll see plenty of V-Skill 2 in action around about 1 a.m. in the morning.
Go to Shibuya at night, you know.
Shibuya Meltdown, what a great account that is.
Oh, man. Okay, dashing forward, getting away from that. Both of them just kicking at each other with that standing heavy kick. Oh, nice backdash to avoid the command throw.
Nikali mirrors are just some degenerate games, man. They're just, things are being done, buttons are being pressed.
You know, actually one of my favorite things about that puke V skill as well, I feel like it gave Nikali so much more personality. You know, before he just melted into a sheep. And we have no idea why.
Nikali got screwed over by that story mode so badly.
Yeah, I know, right? He just got beat up all day.
Just jobbed out the whole storyline.
Oh, man. There we go. The standing light kick for the check on the forward dash. Usama taking that one.
Nikali got some nice changes as well. I think he was really respected in Season 4. Machabo doing some work.
Yeah, I mean, but the transition between Season 3 and Season 4, I think it just really was that. It just didn't feel like Nikali got any new toys.
He definitely didn't.
And so I feel like a lot of the Nikali players just wanted to move on to something to try to change things up.
And he kept getting incrementally worse. Not massively worse, but just incrementally worse. Now he's got a couple of buffs alongside some new toys to play with.
Yeah.
I think the EX Stomp being plus on block is really good.
Yeah, but Machimo, you know, really showed that he was still such a strong character last season.
Yeah, he got that hit confirmable target combo, which was really good as well.
EX uppercut.
Nice cross cut.
Again there, yeah. So right now, Kosaku doesn't have quite the meter. So the dangerous thing right now is that if Usama hits him one more time, that's it. That's it. It's guaranteed death because Necalli has so many easy ways to confirm into the critical art like that.
Yeah, having a safe special move that you can just throw out as a cancel, and if it hits, you've got a million years to confirm it into CA.
It's very nice to have. So there you go.
It definitely, I mean, there's not a lot of special moves in the game that are like legit safe on block at all ranges. It's not often that you get that. I mean, Laura's got like elbow.
And a lot of them that are there, you know, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess, I mean, Laura's wasn't even cancelable in this critical art. It is now, but only if you have V-Trigger 1 activated.
He's got a lot of great tools.
Ooh, yeah, and you know what? Good job on Kosaku recognizing the ranges of the stomps to know that he could have standing heavy kick that.
Yeah, tried it in the first game. A little bit late. That time it did work. Backing off, beats him to the trigger on the ground pound.
Both went for the seismo at the same time. Traded.
Yeah, wanted a cross-cut DP. Didn't get the input in though.
Here we go. Activation for Usama. I'm sorry, for Kosaku. Usama's the one that's getting stuck in the corner now, but gets out of there with an EX uppercut, activates, and here we go.
Usama with the blue hair.
Yeah, there's that whip option select right there, but an EX uppercut from Kosaku. It's red versus blue hair here. This is the Ultra David versus James Chen. Here, red versus blue.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your hair. I've never seen these photographs of a young James Chen.
I'm just a fan of blue, he's a fan of red. That's just the way it is. Ooh. All right, Usama getting that round. He is at match point. Ooh. Tried to interrupt maybe, or try to do something
counter hit conversion there off the counter hit jab.
I really feel like Usama's gonna have a little bit of stronger control over the neutral. Oh, what?
That
definitely was an execution error.
Yeah, that don't work.
Not close enough to be able to punish that seismo. Trying to use that stomp to kind of pull his hurt box
back. I knew what he meant. We all knew what he meant, James. Don't worry.
Yeah, there's that interrupt right there. Do it again, do it again. Oh, he didn't have the meter. He didn't have the meter. Actually, he did. I was looking at the wrong meter. Usama's gonna take it with the crouching medium punch. Smiles from Kosaku. Knows that he was defeated, outplayed by Usama. Usama gonna continue forward. Looks like part of Team Aoki.
What, Steve?
Yeah, and
let's throw cake at each other.
And funny thing is, on our next match, one of the players is Tech Aoki. There you go.
It is.
Steve Avery played. Didn't he play like Street Fighter on a stream, or was it like a Tekken on a stream one time?
I don't know. I know
like
he's done a bunch of Twitch streams.
Yeah. I thought they had him playing fighting games at one point in time. So
probably back when they were cool. It's the new hype.
Oh man.
The old fighting games. That's what everyone's into now.
Yeah, that's right. You're not cool unless you're playing fighting games. Because, I mean, look, I am the paragon of cool, clearly, because I play fighting games, right?
You're like the Miles Davis of fighting games.
The way you just were looking at me.
I was trying to think of the exact quote from that Adam Sandler film. What's it called?
Which one?
Billy Madison?
Yeah, okay.
If peeing your pants is cool, I'm Miles Davis.
Oh man.
We're not quite at peeing our pants age, are we?
No, not quite.
A couple years still to go.
And here comes Kaguya. They're on player 2 side wearing the Neko shirt. Or hoodie, I should say. Sweater. And Tech Aoki on the first side.
Losers side. So one of these will not be returning tomorrow for tournament, at least anyway. It's actually, anyone can come in. It's pretty easy going.
Yeah.
You know, we just walked in. No one had to see any tickets or anything. I think you just need, a player pass to enter the actual tournament areas, but they are literally just fenced off areas with the setups in. So if you want to just come in and watch matches on the big screen or check out some of the trade stalls, line up to play some of the demos that are here, yeah, you can just do that. Just come down.
Yeah, I mean, what's one of the cool things is, you know, as soon as we walked in there, we just passed by all these arcade cabinets. I saw so many fighting games being played. I saw Tatsunoko versus Capcom being played. I saw Chaos Breaker, Blade Strangers. I saw a fighting game that I don't think I've ever heard of before, which is Damon Bride. I never heard of that fighting game. That was new to me. So they have everything here, and you know, at one of the other tables they have the paragon of skill and strategy footsies being run by High Fight here at this tournament.
I think you're going to talk about Teppen.
Oh, they did have a Teppen booth. I was excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go into the paragon of skill and building Chun-Li Yondex. Teppen.
Yes, she is definitely very strong right now in that game as well. So I guess it's kind of the same situation here.
Another character that we haven't seen for a long time, who is definitely back in business in Season 5.
Actually, both of them, Nash and Zangief. Now, obviously, we see Kichipamu doing well with Zangief, and every once in a while, Itazan as well. But Zangief, in Japan, they considered him very strong. But, you know, Japan's rankings are usually based off of their tournament results.
I have no idea why some grapplers, they just give they gave no respect to Laura at all, right? We knew that Laura was busted Season 2. They had a low tier. G, when G was released, they gave no respect to G. But they keep putting Birdie and Zangief up there in tier lists, and I don't understand.
A lot of people have told me that in Japan, their tier lists are designed based off of the actual results that they see at events, more so than potential and on paper. And I think just here in Japan, they just didn't use G at first, and then nobody really has, there's not a lot of Lauras out here, you know? And so as a result,
I love this new V-skill, man.
They didn't have the results. Oh, that's okay.
Was that a frame kill?
Not sure.
Might be just for a meaty.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Kaguya too fast.
Caught life, son. Because boy, after that EXSPT, you were holding all of that.
Oh, no counter to that. Again, got counter hit.
Oh, get reset, scoops.
Here's a problem.
He's got V-trigger.
Zangief can do to you. Oh, I think he was going to try to get him to jump back. Again, twice now he's been trying to get him to just go for the spinning pile driver. No. Yeah, really, honestly, a couple of times there, he was really trying to bait back the jump back from Tech Aoki to try to get the air SVD,
yeah,
and
he
did
just
not go
sat there.
for it.
He was taking all of that pressure.
Yeah, eventually the threat of the SVD has to turn into the SVD. Eventually, if the opponent is not respecting the SVD.
Well, he got scooped.
Yeah, that was a good scoop right there. I really like that decision from Kaguya. I feel like that can change the dynamic.
That was a good cancel. That was a very good cancel.
That was nice.
Yeah, didn't bait, so he was ready for the lariat.
Here we go. There you go.
Dash up, what's it going to be?
Again, SVD again.
Oh, no V reversal for you.
There you go. Let's go, Kaguya.
Nice, nice, nice. Some great reactions there. I love that V-trigger activation from Tekaoki, and then Kaguya there ready with the SBD as well. No V reversal allowed.
Okay, gets the combo into the good lariat. And there we go. Light SBD though. He was definitely close enough.
Double dash.
That's the second time he's done that there, but you know, the light SBD that he had right there kind of ruined a little bit of his momentum. And here comes Tech Aoki in the corner. Oh, tried to do the little Nash on skates. Not gonna happen here. Kaguya. Ooh, see, dashed up. I really feel like Tech Aoki is really playing the card that he is not scared at all of SBD. And at this point in time, I feel like Kaguya is really just kind of have to, you know, be bullish about it.
Stealing frames, trying to dash him behind that Sonic Boom.
He's got the light lead right now. Nice, but didn't get the combo off of it. He got hit by the, Kaguya got hit by the Sonic Boom. headbutt or a lariat or something.
You could definitely react to. I don't know if he's smiling. He knows he made a mistake.
Yeah, and you know what? That's kind of one of those wins that, you know, as Kaguya, you're just like, oh, thank you. I don't have to do any more work. I get a free win. Feels good getting free wins like that sometimes.
Tech Aoki. Pressure on the stream getting to him, perhaps.
No anti-air from Tech Aoki.
Yeah, he's got that legit anti-air now as well.
Saw him try to jump in. I mean, dash in again. You see that from Kaguya a lot. He just keeps trying to dash in and chase him down. Yep, there's that crouching medium punch again. God, button's so good. Yeah, there's that. You were talking about, you know, how a lot of the charge-up B skills now kind of give characters new options. And Nash definitely
I
got
love
that.
Nash's B school too, and it looks cool as hell as well.
Well, here we go, the mix-up time. No quick rise. No, where are you going?
No, you may not.
But that again was the light SPD, so he's gonna lose.
He should have done it. The double dash.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, I mean, it's not that it sounds like I'm totally biased and rooting for Kaguya.
Look, when I see Geef on the screen, we all want to see scoops. Everybody wants to see Geef scoop people.
Yeah, it's just that, like I said, my read currently right now is just that Tech Aoki is really just not scared of the SPD. And so I like seeing Kaguya go for that option. See right there.
Yeah, he'll keep taking that jab.
Yeah, there was that great kill again. You saw using the I forgot what the hell that name of that move was. Here we go. Combo should be able to take that thing. God, why can't I? Tragedy assault. Right? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Oh man.
You are right.
The hoppy, grabby, punchy thing. That's the true technical term for that move right there. Nice. Forward dash in the throw. Okay. Okay, canceled into the running bear grab. Here we go. Mix up time. Oh, this time not SPDing the V reversal. Oh, got over that sonic boom. Just barely.
Again, the dash up throw works.
Tech Aoki, yeah, showing dash forward, dash back, and then this time goes for the dash forward and throw. Builds up that V skill. There you go. Now has to charge it up again. But he has to be careful because that V trigger 1 from Zangief is sitting there. So if he charges at a range that is a little too close, he could get punished for it with a V trigger activation.
Oh no, he could have confirmed off that. It's actually canceled.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw the V trigger activation, he knew it was his shot right there. He said he saw that V trigger activation, no more V reversal, free chip damage, and yeah, I don't think Kaguya was thinking about that at all. So beautiful play right there from Tech Aoki to have the awareness and be ready for that.
Yeah, you definitely need to be considering that. Can't activate in that situation unless you get a guaranteed punish.
After you activate it, just be aware that he's going to try to chip you, you know, and just try to avoid those situations. Nice check on a forward dash, but again, light SPD, not going to have a true mix-up. He tries for the double dash.
Dashed that time. He'd been sitting there, so he's double dashed after light SPD 3 times.
Yeah.
And Tech Aoki's just been sitting there. The one time he does fight, oh, he backdashes the running bear grab as well.
I mean, to be honest with you, Tech Aoki could also just see if he tries to go for the forward dash, because that's minus after the light SPD.
It is.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. One more EX. Not going to be enough to kill, but that's not enough to kill either. Yeah, no meaty sonic booms. Oh no, you didn't have the meter for the EX SPD. Did he just not remember? Did you just looking at the wrong meter? Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a rough one right there. That was one of those thrown away rounds as well. Not the good lariat.
Dashing again.
You're not gonna have the pressure situation if you don't get the good lariat. It is cool looking when he has the powered up version of that. There we go. Light SPD, what's the mix up here? Double dash. He tried to triple dash. He tried to triple dash. I respect that.
like how he needs just to look for that dash and react to that dash. Rather than sort of preemptively dashing out.
Just a tiny bit of life left.
And that shot didn't get the kill. Just needs the one.
Yeah, the tough thing right now, Takeoki wants to build at that level 3. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. He was
flexed it,
hoping maybe that Kaguya would be scared after the first dash. So he was trying to steal a turn by dashing in again.
If he'd have blocked the boom, then that dash would have been legit, but the flex.
But here we go, final round for the 2 players. Heavy kick is not the fastest whip punishment tool right there for Nash, but Takeoki gets the anti-air with the EX scythe.
Kaguya playing a nice patient game.
Ooh, watch out. Okay. Dash up, EX SPD. Gets the mix-up after that, goes for the running bear grab mix-up. Oh, I feel like that was an SPD.
All right, one more guess for the set.
Here we go, it's all this or nothing.
Oh, he got stopped. What on earth did he try and do there? That got counter hit.
And that's great because now he's got the critical art and he can definitely take it on one confirm. L.I. Joe kind of confirmed. No, not gonna happen. He gets checked on the forward dash into the V trigger. Kaguya is going to move on from the loser side. Takeoki going out of the tournament. Whew. You see Kaguya there with a sigh of relief.
He looks drained, and I don't think it's just because it's been a long day.
Right.
Definitely made him work there.
But there you go. He's going to advance forward, so he's got more to play tomorrow. Got to celebrate a little bit right now, but got to come back tomorrow and play.
Unfortunately for Takeoki, he just didn't really have the patience he needed to close that out. He'd been putting jabs out. So not even checking dashes, just preemptively filling up the screen with dash, especially when he only has that much health left. It's really difficult to deal with Geef when you have so little health.
Yeah.
That jab is so
that
good,
jab
right?
is one of the best crouching light punches in the game.
So really, that was just a bad choice, going for that dash. Just a bad choice. Maybe hoping that he would catch him unawares, but the risk reward was way too high, and it took him out of the tournament in the end.
And there you see on your screen right there, that's Shimamura. This is on the winner's side, and he's going to be going up against EC Pro, or it's EC2 Pro or something. There's a lot of eyes in there. Both of these Japanese players.
So that's technically like you have to say 3 syllables, right? So it'd be EC Pro, I think. If I'm breaking that down correctly into syllables, Issy Pro. Let's call him Issy for short.
Issy.
As his friends call him. Issy. And Shimamura.
Shimamura. Again, both of these players from Japan.
He's been to the EVO merch store to pick up that nice EVO snapback that he's wearing.
Oh yeah, you're right. Nice.
The gold embroidery.
I need to go pick up some of that high score girl stuff.
I already got mine.
Come on, Netflix. Where's season 2? Where's season 2? Like, they keep playing the ads for High Score Girl, and I'm like closing my eyes. And it's like, no spoilers, no spoilers.
And what's this new series they've commissioned in the manga as well?
I'm not sure, actually. I haven't heard about this.
With, it's like, she's like a teacher now.
Huh. Okay.
I can't remember anyone's name. The blonde girl. She's like a teacher of youngsters that are playing games. That's the new thing they've commissioned. So High Score Girl continues. Back here again, of course, as an official partner of EVO Japan for the 2nd year running. Got that exclusive merch available here on site. I'm not sure if it will go on sale online after the event, but keep your eyes peeled. EVO Japan News and just at EVO on Twitter. I'm sure they'll announce.
Yep. And you see EC Pro. That's on the first player's side.
Shimamura. Okay. Character select. Who are we going to see? Last 2 games.
Lara. Okay. Really?
No way. This day's been so. This block's been weird, man. So we had Nakali mirrors. We had Ed and Fang again for the 2nd time.
We had Colleen mirrors, and now here we have the Laura mirrors here. And I don't know if they were inspired by Idom, but obviously Laura, a strong character.
Yeah, historically there's
especially
not
now.
been a lot of Laura players in Japan at all.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel, you know, they base their tier list largely on the actual results of the characters, and one of the reasons why they've had Laura low is because you just never see her.
Yeah, the representation here is not great.
That's why G was low, because none of the players were trying them out, messing with them.
There's a few of them now. Kubo,
Definitely.
Esther using G as well. And of course, pretty much everyone in North America.
You know, G stands for good. G stands for great. He's pretty good. Pretty great. Oh, got standing medium punches. Still such a great anti-air.
Issy definitely looks like the dominant Laura here. Little fist bump from him off camera.
Round 2.
That was a very powerful first round. Established himself as the alpha to steal the phrase.
EC Pro definitely laying down the Laura right now.
Woo, that was a good one. Respect it. Man's got jokes on that. All right, here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Buffer with punishes.
Both of them sitting on a lot of meter now. And both of them not going with any of the new, with V skill 2 either. They're sticking with V skill 1. Oh, that should have been punished right there. Oh,
Still alive. Yeah, that X command grab doesn't do a lot at all. Gets
out
out.
of there. And you know, if he can activate, I mean, you know, even with no health like that, I mean, if it was Idom, you're never safe. You're never safe. Laura can definitely make comebacks like nobody else. She's still a very momentum heavy
other characters in the game that can make comebacks like that.
It's true. It's true. She was kind of one of the first
You were just
ones.
talking about one a few seconds ago. The president of the earth.
Yep, that is true.
Is the master of comebacks. But yeah, Laura's got and has always had tremendous comeback potential.
She's always been a momentum character.
Yeah, just the fact that she gets looping Oki off a command grab in V-trigger, it really just it lends itself to enormous V-trigger comebacks.
Nice. Getting
Where
right
are you
under
going?
the
Don't try and
thunderclap.
backdash out of that.
Look at this. Shimamura trying to be very aggressive.
The thing with Laura is she has to take Laura pressure. Doesn't have great answers to the fireball pressure at all.
Whew. Standing medium punch under there. Nice. Getting the armor usage. Gets the counter hit, but no confirm off of that. And look at this. Here comes EC Pro. Oh.
Jeez, that
Activation. Oh, but he's still able to get the punish here, and now keeps the mix going. Keeps the mix up. The pressure.
Yes.
No command throws, though. Still not going for the command throws.
no, he missed time.
Accidental
Oh,
forward
he
dash.
backdashes the EX.
Back.
He's still in it.
Dash in the corner. Yes, the EC Pro's like, I can't believe you did that. Can't believe you did that.
Respects it.
Backdash in the corner. That's very Idom as well. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's got a better crouch and medium kick as well. I think she can late cancel it.
That's right. They made it easier to late cancel.
Oh, that's a nice. I was saying she hasn't got reliable answers to Laura things, but using that armored shoulder to go through the fireball.
Interesting sweep timing right there, but got the crush counter. Wasn't really able to get any mix-up off of that, however. Now EC Pro has the corner, and yeah, trying to, using the V reversal just to keep him in the corner. Didn't want to let him escape. I kind of like that decision, but here we go. Activate. Here comes Laura. Yep, gonna be able to keep this going. Oh no, that wasn't even a full combo. And Shimamura gonna take game number 2.
He's enjoying this, is he? 1-1, he's getting more games. But that was a good answer, good response there from Shimamura. Getting his mix on.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go, final game between Laura, the two Lauras. Okay, again. I don't even know if those are whip punishes or those are just, you know, the kind of anticipatory whip punish. Both of them going with that sweep. Set throw tech, and there's that standing medium punch again. Great anti-air. Escaped the command throw. Didn't quite get the punish on the whiff, but here we go. Here comes Easy Pro, but again, a nice backdash from Shimamura in the corner. Ooh. But
Needs
side switch and
kill
just
Shimamura off before it can activate, but it's not going to happen.
there we go. V-reversal
No,
command grab.
V-reversal for
He
you.
saw it. He saw it coming. Here we go. The activation gets through the fireball, but the command dash pushed him into it. Not quite enough to kill. Whew. Oh, this is awesome.
He's having a great time.
I love seeing that. I love seeing that reaction from him.
Well, it is a winner's final match in pool, so both of them are going to make it out anyway.
Wow. Auto-corrected cross-cut stand medium punch. No such thing as a cross-cut stand medium punch, but still.
I don't know, I swear sometimes Urian's crouch fierce cross cuts.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, nice. Check.
Yeah, trying to
with
walk out.
OF close to stun. Gonna. Oh, not
No,
quite yet.
no.
Still not stunned. There it is. Easy Pro is gonna close it out with the 7 golden letters, and you see
Dominating.
the arms raised in victory for Easy Pro. Having a good time, and why not?
Nice hug.
He's gonna get through on winner's side. Of course he's having a good time. It's EVO Japan. He is into round 2. I love seeing that. I love seeing that.
Yeah, real back and forth stuff. Good second game from Shimamura. Was able to get his mix on. I feel like just generally in the neutral, slightly more solid play from Issy.
Yeah.
Paid off for him in the end. He was able to get his stuff going. Didn't really have to take too many risks to get in. It was mainly clean hits rather than like taking big gambles with command grabs. And in the end, it paid off for him in that 2 out of 3 set.
Yeah, and coming up next, and this will be
Is this our
the final match of the day.
Okay,
it is going to be Kanchan versus Curando. I said that with a completely like Spanish accent there. I rolled. Yeah, I know. Curando. Curando.
I was expecting you to sort of like stamp your feet. And exactly. Where's the mariachi band?
Yep, exactly. Kanchan and Curando are going to be the one. I did it again. Curando going to be closing it out here.
Curando.
That is Kanchan you see on your screen. And there you see Curando on the right
mysterious
side.
masked man. Curando.
Curando.
Man of mystery.
If Curando can't take this, he will be Llorando. I don't know if that was the right tense. It means crying or something like that, I think, in Spanish.
Take your word for it, sir.
Someone can confirm that for me.
Multilingual puns from James. You're ascending in 2020.
I'm taking puns to a whole new level. No, actually, that's not possible. Puns remain at the same level no matter what.
The finest in dad jokes.
Exactly.
Last match of the day. If they can actually get their sticks working, I'm not sure what's going on. It looks like a controller issue.
Yeah, but again, thanks everybody for hanging out here on day number 1. You know, watching some Street Fighter actions at EVO Japan 2020 presented by Cup Noodle. See all the other sponsors down there at the bottom of your screen. People who are, you know, these companies.
We're sponsored by Nissin and Nissan.
Yep. And without all these companies here, you know, we can't have these kind of tournaments here. So shout outs to all the sponsors. Shout outs to all the companies supporting EVO Japan. Let them know on social media that you appreciate them for helping bring this awesome fighting game action to you guys here. And again, make sure you keep following twitch.tv/EVO, EVO 2 and EVO 3 for more action tomorrow. This will be our final match here. And again, if you want to see what the schedule of the stream is going to be, you can always go to twitter.com/AceKingOffsuit, the premier schedule maker. Shout outs to Steve out there, always doing a bunch of hard work and doing
Lord's
a lot of
work.
great things.
Thank you, we appreciate it. That's all the amazing people out there in the community doing all kinds of amazing work to make everyone's life easier. Ace King also always coming through with that great international timeline as well. Are you smelling the cup noodles, James?
I'm hungry.
Which one you fancy, the teriyaki beef stir fry?
We talked about this a little bit earlier as well, but you know, there's also
I'm a curry man.
footsie tournament that's being run. Hi-Fi, another member of the community doing amazing stuff. People always ask me who are the essential fighting game Twitter feeds to follow, and my answer has always been Hi-Fi and Hi-Fi TH, as well as Ace King Offsuit. Those are the two of the most essential fighting game Twitters that you can get. And WSO Logan, of course.
That is not an essential fighting game to him. By any means. But it's certainly a good Twitter. Here we go, last set of the day. One more name to join
and another Ken.
The Pantheon. Is it another Ken?
Yeah, we're getting another Ken. It's the third Ken that we're seeing here on stream.
Taking advantage of that EX01 color that we can now all get on Champion Edition.
I know, finally. And here you have Armika and the crazy, that's the Monster Hunter outfit?
One,
yeah, okay. So Ken versus Armika, two of the terrors from Season 1 early when the game first came out.
Yeah.
Both of them taking you to the corner, mixing you up, and just destroying
Armika brought the corner to you in Season 1. Right?
That's right, that's right. I missed that.
Round 1.
I don't.
Fight.
Kanchan with the kill.
Trying to bait out anti-air already.
Yeah, plus on block. See right there, after that drop kick, he went for the standing light punch. So as the match continues to go, we'll see what Carando's options after the drop kick are. Oh, that barely clipped.
Wingless, yeah.
It's a regular throw. Tries to get the counter hit towards medium kick.
Sweep run, okay.
Yep, sneaking in the run, stealing the turn. Okay, not gonna deal with the post drop kick mix up at all. That's an option you see a lot of players do. Just go for the V reversals against drop kick. Save all your V reversals.
It's really good with Ken as well because it puts him in +2. He gets the back medium punch with any button you press, or he can do walk up throw if you respect it.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's a free command grab.
Okay.
I don't know what that was.
Interesting.
But the overhead closes it out. First round. Goes to Kanchan in this final set of the day. Only one more name can make it into tomorrow. Jump fierce right on top of the dome. Blessing.
Getting the whole damage.
Thanks
off of that. And I love that. Fireball expecting the body splash. Oh.
No,
didn't miss the combo. He didn't stand light kick. I think that was supposed to be Tatsu.
It was meant to be the light Tatsu.
Yeah. Okay, again, using that V reversal. He's got a big life. He's got a lot of meter as well.
And there's the CA, and that's it. Yeah.
Plenty of time to confirm. Kanchan looking very dominant here in this match. And so here we go. Kanchan now. It's going to be a match game. This, as you mentioned, this is loser's bracket, so the loser of this does go home.
Well, everyone's going home after this match, but
it's true.
The winner of this will come back tomorrow and actually play in the tournament.
Except for all the people watching us on stream because they're already
and home. All the people that are actually working this event, they don't get to go home yet.
That was fast.
They're trapped here. Nice check.
Yep, and to confirm into the full combo, 5 hits, gets Kurando in the corner.
Yeah, I like Kanchan just taking the turns when they're presented and then backing off to a safe distance.
And you see that? Just waiting, found the one poke and got it.
Yeah, that's all you need, Ken. I definitely feel this is a good start to play with this character.
Oh no.
Yeah, he didn't get a standing light kick afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do with those executions? Wow! Okay, the disrespect, stealing his turn with the EX uppercut. Oh,
That
what a
was a
check!
sick whip punish.
That was beautiful right there from Kanchan to set himself up for match point. Here we go. Can Kanchan be the last player of today to get himself into round 2 of the tournament, or can Kurando start making his comeback? Oh, what a backdash. And he's in the corner, so he gets the extra juggle off the B-skill. There you go, the fake into the lows. And this time does go for the overhead.
Get a Tatsu.
Yeah, again, second time he's missed it.
He's committed to try and go for a throw.
Kurando really
Lot
likes
of
to use that
neutral
back
jumps.
throw.
Yo,
Ooh,
gets
on the
scooped.
whip, I
But
like
it's
that.
okay, nothing, no follow-up after this.
Yeah.
So we go back to neutral, backdashes.
More
resets
range,
it.
but oh man, speaking of range, the run up in the throw. Again!
Oh,
and
no cancel.
Kurando has not been able to stop these run cancels. He's been late, he's been counter hit so many times.
Yeah, Kanchan's been so good at mixing up the pressure strings. Like you said, as Mr. Valle reaches, that should be it. It is!
He did it, the disrespect again, and there it is. Kanchan is the last player to make it into round number 2 here for Street Fighter V at EVO Japan 2020 for day number 1.
That's right, so we now know the 32 pulls. It's crazy. Day 2 is 32 pulls, I think.
Oh man,
Ridiculous.
so still
12
a lot
in
of
each.
players.
384 players still in the tournament tomorrow. 4 each in winners, 8 each in losers sides.
Okay.
So 12 players per pool. We'll be back tomorrow with that action because we're going to work our way all the way down to a final top 8, which will be on Sunday. But we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been an exciting day too. I mean, I like you said, the character variety has been really cool to see. But you know, tomorrow we're gonna see what really works, what's really gonna stand out.
That's right, and you'll see some of the finest players in Asia showcasing all of their newest stuff in Street Fighter V Champion Edition. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Joining us on EVO, the main channel, and EVO 2. So make sure you're multi-streaming all of those channels, of course. I think Smash is on all day again on EVO 3 as well. Over 3,000 people on Smash, it's crazy. EVO 2020, that's it for us for today.
That's right. But thank you again, Logan.
Where are we heading tonight, James?
I'm not sure. Let's find out.
You're in charge. You're the party.
I'm in
liaison.
charge.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this then. Okay, so we're gonna head to some maid cafes and no, I'm just kidding. Thanks. Actually, no, I'm gonna take you to some, good ramen because I know you love that, ramen.